you'll meet a woman at a bar that has a long Brazilian down her back, and when she's facing the bar and you see her from the back, she looks like another race of woman until she turns around. And like, why would you want to look like that? Because you think that's what I want? Or are you doing it because you like that better? Because I don't want you to look like something else.
Someone fetch me my apron. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
Let's try to just stick to the colorism aspect. So that was one example. And some people were extremely mad because they said, what? You couldn't get Alfre Woodard. You couldn't get, How to Get Away with Murder. You said her name earlier.
Viola Davis.
Viola Davis, yes.
Viola Davis.
Yep. You know why we couldn't use some of those other folks. So now. So
Regina King, they don't like Regina King. She ain't dark enough.
No, it wasn't that. The issue was the Stagecoach Mary, because it was Stagecoach Mary. All of the pictures you see, she was large. She was a large.
Okay.
Sister.
She wasn't no sex symbol. Gotcha.
I mean, listen, there was, it's somebody for everybody. You don't know. That's another conversation, man. You trying to get in the corner there. But anyway, so let's talk about it, man. I'm going to put this link in the chat as well. Because right now, the two of these guys, it feels like we're doing Dancing with the Stars. So.
Gregory Hines.
Always like, yo, I don't want to get fined.
Mr. Gregory Hines over here. Yeah, I'm gonna tap dance. I don't know, because I want to say, but I don't want to say. Is there okay, so do we rank a standard of beauty even here? And two, is Hollywood is run by the Jews, so it's they shit. They gonna put out what they want as the image. We was over there talking about how not only like Tyler Perry, but there's so many places we can go if we can come together and put out our own image. But we're not doing it. So if we're gonna go into their world, then we're gonna play by their rules. And they rules got ranking systems on beauty. And beauty sells.
So now, go ahead.
Yeah, they have an invisible number on all of those girls' heads that come in for the job, for a role. And we want a certain number of beauty to sell tickets. And we'll get out the message with that. That's why people coming. They think people are coming to see something aesthetically pleasing, I guess. How about that?
They want blood, money, and sex.
Okay.
And if they can't get one, they want the other. So, is it more important to sell tickets or be factually accurate?
So, So what if I tell you that Jay-Z made that movie?
Yeah, I think Jay-Z adopted the formula that's been working in this country.
Because Jay-Z was actually, for the folks that ain't know, Jay-Z was actually the producer of that movie, and he actually did the soundtrack, right?
Like you gotta understand, like Rockefeller Records, at some point to reach Rockefeller status, he got to adopt Rockefeller ideology with how he move in business and everything. And so in that formula, that fits. When he's trying to transcend to another classism, he got to move the way they move to get the results that they get. And it ain't one person making the decision on what's getting put out.
This much is true.
Jay-Z could have very well say, I want Viola Davis to play this role, and he called it himself. And then the Jews came in and said, "Can we say it
now?"
The Jews, no.
So is that the way? So do you believe that's the way it happened? So are you stating that because you said it one thing about the folks from Israel, right? The thing is though,
yeah.
So I just told you that he funded the project. He's the producer. Him. So now we can't. You said, how can we be complicit? Because remember, he already had a deal with Netflix. Remember, he did the Khalif Browder story. So he's Jay-Z.
This is true, and that was very good. If you haven't seen that,
it's not his platforms though. It
was Netflix. He's a content creator. He is content, and he signed a deal with them. So it's Netflix. He produced it. You catch what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm not saying that he didn't choose that outright. That could be his choice. And like I was saying, like that's the formula that exists, that works. So
that's what I'm saying. I'm going with the whole aspect of it being his choice without us having, a specter of the man saying, pulling strings. Let's make believe he is the string puller. And those were the choices he made. It's not, and remember, I'm not giving my opinion. I'm just checking about a right or wrong. So now that we know he was a black man that was in charge of that decision, and he made the decision he made, right? Do you think that it was based in bias, or do you just think it was just to make a good movie?
I think to sell tickets. Numbers.
I mean, Regina King ain't no slow leak. You know what I'm saying? She's a B-list, if not an A-list actor. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's not like they just got some pretty face. They got a real top quality actress who probably had to read for the role. She probably killed it, which I heard she did. I'm pretty sure you was just saying like it made you look at her different. I've heard that multiple times. So clearly she killed it. So I'm going to imagine that she killed it in the screen test or whatever. So with that, you know what I mean? Even if there was somebody who looked more the part, she probably read their ass up under the table. So it could be as simple as that.
You just get pushed back because the image is not in the likeness of the original person. And this was what they may say an opportunity for someone who is of a lesser beauty standard to have an opportunity.
Get Denzel to play me when I die, okay? Skip the rest. Okay, I don't I don't need no ugly dude to play me to keep it real.
Let's do this. We're gonna move on to another one real quick.
Yeah. What you got cooking in the pot, chef? I know you doing something good over there.
Yeah, bleaching.
Whoa,
you
pause.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Sosa. Yeah, I know he did that. He went.
What about Serena? Serena did it too, right?
I don't think so, bro.
That was just makeup. That was just they be using them special makeups to do all kind of stuff in the light.
Look, over there in the islands, this is what I heard. This is not what I know. This is what I heard.
It's the truth.
That's a big thing as far as the skin lightening thing.
The skin bleaching. It's one of the major things. It's one of the major things that's going on. If you ever heard of Vibes Cartel, he's one of the biggest reggae artists that exists right now. He doesn't look the same way he looked when he started. He's several shades lighter.
If that's a cultural thing, I think it's just hard to like criticize something I don't understand. I don't know how I feel about that. If that's how they do it in their culture, and his ancestors did it, and everyone moves that way, it's kind of hard to judge that.
Wait, to judge what?
A cultural thing. That's something they do in their culture to bleach.
No, that's not. My my family's culture is from the islands. It's not something they do in the culture.
They do Brazilian butt lifts here, but that ain't the culture.
Shit is not right. That shit is not cultural. It's the same thing. They got there's a product that they sell here called Ambi, AMBI.
Right.
Okay, it's supposed to be called the blemish cream, and people use it for that. So that's not a cultural thing. What it is, what's funny is, earlier on when I was showing pictures of Wesley Snipes and Shamar Moore and David Justice, right? What's funny is there's been cycles. You ever hear that joke when they say, "Uh-oh, light-skinned dudes are back in again"? You know, and they be like, "Uh-oh, dark-skinned dudes, we back in style again. Light-skinned dudes,
y'all ain't
back
never
in
coming
style
back,
again."
yo.
Say it again.
I said, y'all ain't never coming back, yo. We ain't never getting it back.
Yo, I thought we had a chance for a minute with
Drake.
with Childish Gambino, but then started dancing in them tight pants, and then we lost it. But anyway, you know, when we talk about it, man, come on. When I say come on, the same thing happens when we talk about the era right now. Just the era right now, or the era of the last couple of years. You have white women, Latina women, black women, and it's almost like with the way they do the makeup, the eyebrows, the lashes, the breasts, the asses. It's almost like they all starting to look like some sort of Kardashian clone.
Yeah, hybrid.
Like it's almost the archetype. Like, boom, okay, it's right there. This is what I gotta look. And I just gotta try and fit. You know when you're trying to crop a picture and you're trying to fit the little square onto the picture just to get it where you want? Yeah. It's almost as though that's what's happening.
I wonder why they don't consider, do men like it or not? Do they think that we like that, or are they really doing it for themselves?
Do they think that we like that, or do we tend to validate that behavior? We got to give the two sides of the coin.
I think men accept it because they want to sleep with it, but I don't think men invest their life with something that ain't theirs. I think that, like, I want to say, I think, like, what I've noticed.
This thing is a special creature. I don't know if you've seen them on National Geographic, right? And there's been like a whole big thing about this particular creature, mystical creature. It's called IG model. Okay. Dudes blow the bank on them, family.
Yeah.
They blow the bank on them.
Yeah.
Millions of followers.
Right, like, but they get like candy money from guys who got lots of means. They sleep with it, but they don't marry it and take it home to mom and invest in future and give them half their shit. Like, they don't do that. See, I think women are confusing the fact that, like, we would sleep with that as we want that. Even like the blonde hair on black women long, like, I don't know, like, why they think the long weave is something that we want. I think they look at the outcome and they try to determine how it got there. Like, if we choose a woman outside our race, it isn't because she has long blonde hair down her back. It's because she has this other culture about herself that I appreciate. So they see us with something else and they try to emulate that. Like, you meet a woman at a bar that has a long Brazilian down her back, and when she's facing the bar and you see her from the back, she looks like another race of woman until she turns around. And, like, why would you want to look like that? Because you think that's what I want? Or are you doing it because you like that better? Because I don't want you to look like something else. I like it because it's yours. I don't like it because it looks like something else. Men want it because it's yours. If you grew it, if it looks like it could be yours, like if it looks natural, we like that. We didn't choose outside the race because how she looked. We chose outside the race because she's giving us a better deal. But we could choose you looking like you. I like natural looking women.
So So like? I'm trying to figure out because you're saying that something's leading them.
Like, yeah, why would they?
Because now remember, something's leading them to aspire to look
like something
with more European based features or features that are less like
features that you couldn't grow naturally.
Why? I mean, there's got to be a reason. You know what I mean? Is it?
They think that we want that?
Is it seeing what the norm is?
Do they think they would be more desirable by men by looking like that?
Who knows? Maybe they see the results. Maybe if I'm a guy that was born with one leg and I look around and I see everybody got two, and the people that are able to do all different kind of things got two, I'd be like, damn, I wish I had an extra leg. And then I go get a prosthesis, right?
Mm.
So the thing is it what they're seeing? You feel where I'm coming from?
I mean, they see us with women that, if you're trying to look like alter your shape, it's in the image of something else. Why that image? Do you see us with the ones that naturally look like that? And that's why you're looking like that? Because you think we're choosing that because of the look? See, I don't think they understand like why men choose what they choose. Then they're trying to attract men and they think we like this, but we only like that temporary look for a temporary time.
Boom. All right.
I think it may have started there. It may have originated there, but I don't think women today are walking around consciously trying to be anyone else in particular. I think what they are is communal. So in general, they're going to follow the trend of the people that they respect or that they admire, that they think are beautiful within their circles. But it starts young. It starts at home from their mamas and their aunties. And then when they go to school to their friends, their group of friends and the women that they think are getting and attracting the guys. I think those adolescent teenage years is where women develop that high school time, where women develop what they think their image will be. And once they kind of figure out where they sit in the pecking order amongst the women that they're around, then they say, okay, is this as high as I can go? Or can I go higher by adding these things that these other women have? More so than it's trying to be like another particular culture. They want the result like, oh, Stan, I guess.
Let's talk about this. You see, remember that one from yesterday? Oh, role model. A role model is the person whose behavior, example, or success is or can be emulated by others, especially by younger people. So now, it doesn't mean that that person is a good person, great person. It just means that that's someone that folks may want to emulate based on a certain level of success, right? So now that girl that went out and got the red weave, Brazilian down to her back. Where did she see it? Maybe she's seen it somewhere. There's something that's out there that's making someone feel that this is the thing that I'm going to, what did you say, Vic? Aspire to, right? So now, there's brothers out there that's giving them the play. That's the piece that I'm trying to get at. There's some fellas out there that's actually giving the play.
Oh, they getting double tapped in real life. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like, oh well, because she wear weave, then she not gonna get no play because I like them all natural. Crazy. Dudes ain't really worried about that, which is why I'd be like, yo, save your money. Take some of that money and put it in your real hair. And I think once they kind of get in that cycle of wearing fake nails, fake hair, fake this, it actually destroys and deteriorates their own hair, their own nails, pulls out their own eyelashes. So now they ain't got no choice because without this shit, you already used to the image. I can't back off of this. You know what I'm saying? I don't even feel like myself without it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, take off the glasses and the hat and the blah, 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 whatever. You know what I'm saying? Men do it too. So, you know what I mean? Ours just, looks different, but everybody develops something that they feel comfortable with that represents their image. So the question is, back to Chef, when you were talking about our influences and what are you seeing as you're developing, from school to television to social media to whatever, is who's having the biggest influence. And music is a large part of it because it's affecting our young men and our young women. You know what I mean? If I hear one more young girl walking around singing that damn Cardi B song, it's gonna make me blow my top. Because I understand what they see. The imagery is very likable. It's almost childlike. You know what I'm saying? Yet they're selling adult, like Adult Swim. You know what I'm saying? You presenting cartoons with adult material. And that's what's going on more so to me, I see. It's like, okay, you see the guy smoking a cigarette. Now you want to smoke. You keep driving past that sign and now it's just it's in there. It's in there. So now they've reset the standard of beauty. And that's why you see it through all cultures. Everybody's going for that same look, that same little eyeliner in the corner. That's more of an Asian look. They started that. But you know what I mean? When you tailor it all down, everybody would see Kim Kardashian as a sex symbol. Now it's not about the little butt, but it's about the big butt. Now it's about the big lips. Now it's about the big everything. And it goes in waves, and I think it'll change again. You on mute, Chef? Talk about it, Chef.
It can't just be plain social media. It can't just be social media. I believe that there's a success. I believe that there's a success that women will see. And in that success, you know, the cow's gonna want to go where the grass is. They're gonna want to graze where the grass is, plain and simple. And they see there's a certain level of success and they believe that's what's hot. How do they believe it's hot? Because another woman says so. No, because they see women successful, living that life, exhibiting that kind of beauty, you know. So that's one thing.
Hold on, Chef. My gracious, beautiful sister Hanifa says that Asians did not start the eyeliner that would go outside the eyes to the side. Said that was started by the Egyptians. I stand corrected. Mm-hmm. I hope that you were more accurate with your information.
Yeah, Cleopatra, bro. You forgot about her.
I forgot.
Yeah.
The Asians did start the weave, though.
Not really. Not really. I've seen documentaries and they call them like protective hairstyles. You know what I'm saying? But what they would do is they would like make these wigs to go on top of their own hair. But it's like these African tribes and they would do all kinds of different things with their hair to protect their hair. But their hair was long as hell up under it, but they would put these wigs on as like coverings to protect their hair. And I was like, okay, but that shit old. They still doing it.
I know the Koreans first started selling hair. I really thought that was true.
So we're gonna move to a different side.
Yeah.
So the first part of the conversation that we had, the initial part of the conversation was about preference. I put a poll into the group chat. I said, do you naturally prefer a lighter skinned person, darker skinned person? That one, darker skin was 1, lighter skin was 2, and no preference was 3. I only saw one person that had put no preference. Right? People have preferences. So now, you up here, nobody else is jumping up right now, right? So I need you to answer. Why do you think? Because I know you didn't want to speak to a preference. You said you wanted a good woman, right?
Well, I had a good deal.
Have you ever met anybody? Have you ever met anybody that preferred? Oh, I like me red bone. I like me, or anybody that said, oh, they like chocolate. Do you know anybody like that?
Yeah, people be saying a lot of stuff until they meet something that they can't resist. People just be talking.
Keep it real, why don't you?
People just be talking, man. Like I'm open to an experience. I don't.
So you've heard another human being say that. All right.
Yeah.
Do you? So hold on. Let me go. So Vic, you got your preferences, right?
Yeah, I got things I like more than others.
Nice one. All right. So you got your preference. Why do you think that you had that preference? Do you think that it was nature, or you think it was nurture?
Nurture.
It was nurture. So talk to me about it.
Yeah.
Trying to walk me out in the middle of the road. Okay, you ain't got nobody, no crossing guard or nothing, all right? I've been out here before, it's good.
Damn, no.
I'll say it like this, it's simple, right? So, I grew up in hood areas, but my mother was intent on me not going to the hood schools. So she would drive me to school for a long period of time when we couldn't afford to live in a decent area. And so for a long time, I went to predominantly white schools. And even though there were some black people there, my teachers were white women for the most part. And a lot of the girls who liked me were white girls. So when I would go back around my family, like, you know, to my hometown or wherever, and I was around like just a bunch of black people and other black girls, I was still attracted to black women. It didn't like push me off of my attraction for them any less. I just always loved beautiful women, and just like O was referring to, is like me personally, I'm an energy person. So I like certain energy that people give off, you know what I mean? A good vibe or whatever. And you can feel that radiating off of anybody. You know what I'm saying? No matter what hue they come in. And, you know, I feel like when I got older, when I got to high school, I was around a lot more Hispanic people and different situations, and I got into a lot of situations where I was around a lot more Latin people, and I found Latin women like, oh, it's like the best of both worlds. You know what I'm saying? I'll say that. I don't care how y'all feel about it. Yeah, I like it. But I like a lot of things. I like a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? But the whole thing is that as I begin to experience more and move around more and have these periods of more so curiosity, I would call it curiosity, to see, it's like the forbidden fruit theory, you know what I mean? You want what you can't have or what you've always been told not to. You know, the whole, if she can't use my comb, don't bring her home. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, we can act like we don't hear these things, but these things exist.
Someone fetch me my apron. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Someone